Arsenal 2, Manchester United 0. Jose Mourinho has got exactly what he deserved from that game. Sam here with a live match reaction after it. Let me know what you think about the game in the comments below. But Jose Mourinho made wholesale changes to this team ahead of Celta Vigo on Thursday. Paul Pogba was rested. Eric Bailly was rested. Daley Blind was rested. Antonio Valencia was rested. Marcus Rashford was rested. Jesse Lingard was left on the bench. Whether you consider him a first-team player or not is something different. But Man United made tons of changes today. 8 overall. Axel Tuanzebe made his full Premier League debut. Weirdly enough, one of our best players on the day. And that really tells you how Manchester United played in this game. First 15 minutes, we looked good. Arsenal were playing with a high line. And with that, Anthony Martial was finding space in behind. We had a couple of early chances. Wayne Rooney had a huge one. Decided not to square it to Juan Mata. And then Petr Cech made the save. But after the first 20 minutes, Man United sat back into a defensive shape. Basically 6 at the back. And lo and behold, Arsenal started to get a grip of the game. And lo and behold, Arsenal ended up winning the fucking game. And it all changed when Granit Xhaka's ridiculously deflected effort looped in off the back of Ander Herrera. You can't do anything about that. 2 minutes later, Danny Welbeck scored. You can do a lot about that. Matteo Darmian should have closed him down. Chris Smalling should have been in a better position in the middle. But I'm not going to talk about individual mistakes and individual problems in this game. I'm talking an overall wide issue of the fact that Jose Mourinho has willingly thrown away any chance of Manchester United finishing in his top 4 this season because we're playing Celta Vigo on Thursday. It was so unbelievably unnecessary. Yes, we still had the quality in the squad today that we maybe could have got a result out of that. We didn't get played off the park completely, but Arsenal in the right moments were more in control of that game than Man United ever were. But I just can't fucking believe that Mourinho has ignored the fact that Liverpool drew against Southampton in the early kickoff on Sunday and ignored the fact that we're above Arsenal in the table, and had we beaten them today, we would have been 8 points clear. He is so entirely focused on Manchester United winning the Europa League that we have just thrown away any top 4 hopes. I think top 4's gone now. Personally, let me know if you agree, but we've got Spurs away next week, and you really think that Mourinho is going to go chasing that match after what we've seen here today? Absolutely fucking not. And had Arsenal played incredibly well from the first minute, I would have understood the decision to have the priority focused solely on Celta Vigo, because you say, wow, look how well Arsenal played. Even if we had our whole first team out there, we wouldn't have been able to do anything. But this is Arsenal we're talking about. They've been shit this year. Absolutely toxic club. Had we scored early, the Emirates would have been more of a home ground for Man United than an away ground. The fans would have been getting on Arsenal's case so badly. But instead, we made it so fucking easy for them. We bent over and we let them do what they want with us. When we really, really didn't need to, because the Arsenal team were there for the taking. And I'm just... What I'm most pissed off about here is the fact that Man United have just lost 2-0 to Arsenal in May. And I'm not really that pissed off about it, because mentally I'm brainwashed and I'm in Jose Mourinho's mindset of saying, we've got the Europa League, guys. Come on. That's what I'm focusing on. Yes, if we win these 2 games in the Europa League, it's paid off. We are back in the Champions League. But fuck me, Man United have the quality in that squad to have won there today against Arsenal at the Emirates. And I just can't believe, for the life of me, I can't logically understand how Mourinho was just so willing to dismiss the idea of Man United finishing in the top 4 to have his players a little bit fresher for this game on Thursday. Let's not forget that it's a game on Thursday. That's in 4 days' time. And it's at home at Old Trafford. So do the players really need that much rest? I understood Valencia being rested. Absolutely. But shit me, we really needed Paul Pogba in that midfield again today. Obviously great to see Scott McTominay making his debut. Well done to him, and fantastic performance for Axel Tuanzebe at right back. But let me read some of your comments here quickly, because for the life of me, I cannot think of a logical reason why it was a good idea to completely dismiss the concept of finishing in the top 4 this season. In a weekend where Liverpool dropped points, where we're 5 points ahead of Arsenal in the table. And he's just fucked it off completely. He didn't care about it at all. He's so unbelievably focused on winning that Europa League. And as I said, if we win it, then it's paid off. But all our eggs are now in one basket. When prior to kickoff, we had 2 baskets, equally balanced. But Mourinho didn't trust his players, or didn't feel his players were capable of winning that today. So instead, we've thrown it away. We now go against Celta Vigo on Thursday, knowing that is our final. That is the end of the season. We lose that, game over. Whereas it didn't need to be like that. Had we won today, we would have still had something to play for in the Premier League. Now it doesn't fucking matter. Let's read a few of your comments out here. Rooney is shit, first comment there. Rooney was tragically bad. You know, it almost to the point of it being quite sad how bad Rooney was. You know, his shots were off, his timing was off, everything was off about Rooney. And hopefully Rooney is off this summer, because Man United, I hate to say it to Rooney, but his time is done at the club. I've said it at the start of the season, I think, or at least halfway through it. Man United, we've got better options than Rooney in every position, and I don't think he should be playing for us anymore. And today's performance testifies that. Someone says risky to go for everything in the Europa League. I agree. And then someone else here, MDV Gaming, I think it's fine we lost. With Spurs still to come, we'd have struggled to get in that game. Top 4 was gone when we failed to beat Swansea, not today. Europa League is where we play our best players. I could not disagree enough with you. You know, Liverpool dropping points today against Southampton. Nobody expected that to happen. Arsenal still got to play away to Southampton. They could easily not get 3 points there. Man City are looking a little bit stronger, so I'm not sure what's going to go on there. But it's not as if top 4 we were chasing for one team to make a mistake, and then maybe we might sneak in the top 4. We can still go above City. Well, we could have prior to today. I'm not sure about anymore, but we could have gone above City, Liverpool, and Arsenal are fucking below us. It beggars belief. Honestly, I can't get my head around it. I really can't, because it's not as if we were chasing a top 4 spot that was just unattainable, and if we did it, it was an absolute fucking miracle. It was in our hands. Beat Arsenal. I say it's easy. Say it's simple when you say it, but beat Arsenal, beat Spurs, beat Southampton, beat Crystal Palace. We would have been in the top 4 this season. Can we still make it? I don't know. Maybe mathematically we can, but seeing as there was such a lack of desire and urgency to win today, what are we going to see at White Hart Lane next week? It's going to be painful to watch that game. It is going to be so painful. And Spurs are a hell of a lot better than Arsenal. And if we do that against Arsenal, when, as I said, they're there for the fucking taking, then what are we going to do against Spurs at White Hart Lane? Someone here is saying Smalling and Jones made Axel look world class. Both centre-backs were shite. They were off colour. That's me being very polite. Smalling, he definitely should have done more for Welbeck's header. Darmian should have done more for letting the cross in the first place. Out of that back 4, you wouldn't know that I don't know how to say his fucking name. You wouldn't know that Axel was the player making his debut. Comment there saying Mkhitaryan playing left back. There's no chance to see the best out of him. Mkhitaryan was a little bit quiet today. As you say, Mkhitaryan was almost playing as a left back. Martial was operating, doubling up with Tuanzebe so often. I don't know. I really honestly cannot get my head around what I've just seen from Manchester United. To the point where I don't care that we lost to Arsenal. Because we're in the Europa League. Well, don't worry about it, Sam. Don't worry. We're in the Europa League semi-final. We're 1-0 up. This is what Jose Mourinho's got me thinking like. And it's confusing me. Because I really should give a fuck that we lost 2-0 to Arsenal. But if we win the Europa League, I don't. And I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing. And let me know what you guys think. But I don't know. The players themselves, they obviously didn't do enough. But tactically, we were set up in a very, very specific way here today. And it wasn't as if that was from the very start either. It was, after the first 10-15 minutes, the players seemed to sit back inside themselves a little bit. And then Arsenal came forward on us. But for me, that game was there for the taking today. For me, Manchester United we may have rested a lot of players, but we still had enough quality in that team there to go and beat Arsenal. But Jose Mourinho has decided that the Europa League is the priority, and that really reflected in the performances. You know, Gary Neville said it during the game. You have Mkhitaryan and Mata taking in throw-ins. Since when do wingers ever take throw-ins in? We had fullbacks there. The fact that the wingers are taking it is the fact that that sums it up. You know, there's so much you can say about that game, but if Man United win the Europa League, then Jose Mourinho's decision against Arsenal today is vindicated. But I think it was an unnecessary risk that we didn't need to take, because we could have beaten Arsenal today. And we decided before the kickoff, I say we, Jose Mourinho decided before the kickoff that a draw was happy enough there. He was happy with a draw to make sure the players didn't get injured and to make sure a lot of key players got a rest. I just don't think that was the right thing to do. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe you'll disagree with me, but let me know in the comments below as always. Drop a like on the video and please subscribe to United People's TV if you're new. And we'll see you soon. Take it easy.